Hey guys, Tayboy2 here. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about the new hero that just recently came out, the Kyoshin, which is a blind samurai, kind of sort of. So first off, my first day opinions on this guy is compared to Warmonger and Griffin, this guy is actually pretty balanced, I would say. Pretty balanced in terms like on release type of things, and it's been a while since they released someone who is actually balanced in this game and not freaking carried by their feats or just copied and paste like Griffin. Speaking of feats, his feats are good. They're okay-ish, not too OP. Kind of like in League with like Hitokiri, where it like supports him mostly. Majority of his feats support him. His first feat is passive, but it only activates off of a superior block. I haven't even gone over the moveset yet. Why am I talking? Okay, so first off, the class. This character is a hybrid, so he's gonna be kind of like, I would say he's gonna be mid-tier mostly. He's not gonna be too strong, not too weak, because that is what a lot of community is saying. This hero's pretty trash, pretty garbage. In my opinion, they need to give him more time. They just have to give him more time. Honestly, I can't really help this guy on PC or Xbox, or PlayStation 5. I can only help him on PS4. Because, you know, that's just where I'm on. That's just the things that I experience. So any argument that goes outside PS4, none of my business. So let's get into his moveset. So first off, what does this character bring? First off, he definitely has unique animations, which is something that cannot be said for all characters. For like the other two heroes, Warmonger and Griffin. He has a few reused animations, as you guys can see. You're gonna see it in this video where when he does his full guard stance, he actually does Tozen's little katana swirl movement, and it looks very anime-like because it's got a little black trail at the end of the sword. So yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty flashy. First off, let me just say I love this guy's hair. Like, not only is he one of the first original like unmasked samurai aside from Musha, and yeah, aside from Musha, this guy has original hair. I love how the hair animation works. Makes it look very unique. I like his bash animations. He has light into a bash where he uses his sheath, punches them in the gut, and then gets a guaranteed light. You can't target swap after that bash, by the way. So I tried it, but no, my light attack just went towards the same person I bashed. So yeah, as you can see, he got a forward dodge, heavy. All his finishes are undodgeable, which is really good. Really helpful against other samurai characters because they like to dodge and maneuver around a lot. He also has a side dodge heavy attack. It's not undodgeable, but it's something, you know. It's a dodge heavy, like it can go into execution, you know. What else? He can bash after light and heavy attack. He got a forward kick, which is also Tozen's kick. You know, in the campaign, if you guys ever played For the campaign before, Tozen has a kick where if you hit his full guard stance, he kicks you and knocks you to the ground. He has that, but this hero has that too, but he don't knock you to the ground. It's just a regular kick. There is something weird about that kick. Like sometimes I would dash forward and kick somebody, and then it would push me off of them and back me up like by 2 feet, and like it make me look like I'm doing a backwards light attack, a backwards standard light attack. It happens sometimes. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but no. What else can he do? He's a counter attacker, so he does have crushing counters. So this guy is the first hero in the game without a shield to have crushing counter attacks. I'm not counting the deflect crushing counters because I don't really say crushing counters just more like you know, you press a light attack or press a heavy attack in the same direction rather than you dodging and then press a light attack. That's just a deflect. So that's why I'm not counting John Who for that one. One thing, yeah, his majority of this guy's strength comes from his downward stance, and it's called the Kaze stance. Pretty cool name. He can do a variety of things out of it. He can go into a zone attack from the stance, which goes into this like triple animation flashy thing. It's totally anime, but it's a it's pretty cool when using it on somebody, but it's pretty freaking whack. See, forward dodge kick. Yeah, you see that? Okay. Yeah, so he can go from zone attack to start it up. He can do a normal light attack. Now, the tricky thing about it is when you do a zone attack, the attack is gonna come from his left side. You do a light attack, it's gonna come from his right side. You do a heavy attack, it's gonna go a top heavy unblockable. So, and from all those, you just press light 3 times like you would off a PK. And he does this like punish, and it really stuns the opponent. It does like 8 damage first, then it does 1 damage, and then another damage, and then it does 8 damage again if you finish with a light. And also, while you're doing the cuts, you can implement a heavy attack that comes from the side, so you can go unblockable into regular heavy from the side and go for like what? I think the unblockable does 20 something, 24 damage. No, unblockable probably does 28 damage, and then the heavy finishers are 12 damage. A lot of people say the heavy finishers are not very useful. They are. You just gotta know when to use them. It's all about. The thing about this guy is, what I like about him is, it's definitely gonna take some skill to master someone like this. Like, he's not gonna get carried by his moveset. He ain't gonna get carried by his feats. Players have to actually go into training mode and train with this guy against other heroes and learn how to use them. See, there it goes, the fusion cuts right there. So yeah, like, that's what I like about this guy. People are gonna actually have to put time into him in order to be good with him. They just can't press buttons and then expect the hero to carry them, you know. See, look at that. Yep, they go to cuts right there. As you can see, my first and second feats. Oh yeah, his first and second feats are passive, so pretty good for breach. The first feat gives you bleed on superior block, and the second feat gives you health. When you superior block and land your hits, it gives you health. Not too much health since they nerfed healing across the board. His third feat is an active feat. It allows you to instantly activate your first feat and your second feat, and then every time you superior block, it just resets it over and over, possibly giving him like infinite bleed and infinite healing if you know, once this character is mastered. In terms of fighting against this guy, you fight against multiple Kyoshins. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, it's really annoying. It's not just the fact that, you know, both of y'all are possibly gonna be sitting in y'all Kaze stance in front of each other's faces. It's the fact that when that little hit stun he does, the anime called the Fujin cuts, the anime thing that he does, it really stuns the opponent and holds people down. And though it feeds revenge, it doesn't feed too much revenge. So you can't rely on just, you know, getting cut and then getting punished and then getting revenge like instantly, you know. You gotta kind of like, it's just really annoying because you're just stuck in one position, and then most people just throw heavies and stuff and you take so much punishment. Fashion wise, I love it. I'm definitely gonna open up a fashion series on the channel. Basically all my heroes, I'm gonna have solo concepts where I do like just a sync this fashion just for like this hero alone, and then I'm gonna do team concepts where I'm gonna probably do like faction like say you playing with all your friends and y'all playing one single faction, maybe all y'all can use like this team concept or something, you know, actually look like a team and not like a coalition or something, you know. So yeah, execution. So yeah, as you can see, his executions are pretty good, pretty solid, but all four of this man's executions are long. So yeah, that's just the casual side. Competitive side, on PS4 and PS4 alone, I can say I see potential for him to be competitive, but he needs a few tweaks. First off, he needs a faster execution. Secondly, freaking, he needs. Secondly, yeah, he needs. I don't know what he needs. Secondly, I just know that his executions need to be faster. Oh yeah, his recoveries. His recoveries are pretty bad. He can't dodge out of them. He can't really do anything besides go back into Kaze stance, which eventually will make him predictable to fight against. So yeah. In terms of dueling, I would put this guy mid-tier at dueling. He's not very bad. A lot of people are saying Griffin is better than this guy. No. You see, Griffin is copy and paste. This guy is his own category. Not only that, anybody with a full guard stance can have somewhat of an easy time fighting a Griffin, because it's so easy to bait Griffin into doing. Oh, that was pretty nice, and he died. It's so easy to bait Griffin into his dodge heavies, and also a lot of Griffin players have that same mistake that Warden players have on just double, that Warden and Orochi players have when they, you know, double tap because they think the first light gonna hit. You can easily dodge that, parry the other one. It's a lot more ways to punish a Griffin. Let's see. His bash can definitely get punished into Griffin's mix-up, but I do believe given the time, you give this hero a lot more time, you guys may see why I say Kyoshin will have a better time beating Griffin than Griffin will have a better time beating Kyoshin. So yeah. But yeah. In terms of fashion, I'm definitely about to make Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna grind to get Mortal Kombat Kenshi for this guy, cause yeah, he has this like headpiece where he's completely blindfolded and not half blindfolded. This headpiece I got on now, I'm only half blindfolded and I got one eye open, kind of like Kakashi. So yeah, he's very flashy. He is very fun to play. I will say that. To play against anything, honestly, 4 of anything is pretty annoying to play against. But playing against 4 Kyoshins, it can get easy, but if you're not Kyoshin. So yeah, the way this guy works, he don't have triple chains like everybody else. So playing this guy at first is gonna be it's gonna feel pretty weird. Yeah, you can dodge the Fujin cuts, by the way. Thankfully they're not undodgeable, but they're really fast, so you gotta dodge on read with those. Yeah, I wouldn't say this guy overall. This guy isn't really too bad. You just gotta give him time. What I recommend with playing this hero, you gotta play very patiently when you're fighting against him and when you're playing with him, because you're one of those players just jump into your Kaze stance after every attack. You're predictable. If you're one of those players that just like to light spam with undodgeables, you're gonna be predictable thanks to Tiandi's. Yeah, if you're one of those players that just love to kick bash and make you predictable, just don't do too much of one thing. Don't do too much of one thing. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Kyoshin, though, guys. Just for my opinion. But this guy's definitely not a waste of time. I'm gonna grind him, and he'll be ready for y'all during our fashion series. Thanks for watching.